And welcome back. The NCAA Women's Water Polo National Championship continues here at the Speaker Aquatic Center on campus at UCLA. We're on to our second quarterfinal. Greg Meskel here with you for NCAA.com. Up next, we've got the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan, the winners of the CWPA, the Collegiate Water Polo Association, and Arizona State, an at-large selection coming out of the MPSF. Sun Devils making their third ever appearance in the NCAA tournament. For Michigan, this has become a common occurrence, fifth straight year under head coach Dr. Marcelo Leonardi that they have arrived here in the NCAA tournament. And Michigan comes in with a 21-4 record overall. They went 6-0 in conference play. Arizona State 13-11 overall, 6-6 in the MPSF, but had a strong showing in the MPSF tournament to edge out Cal. As we take a look in our bracket thus far, USC all over Marist to start things off today, 24-5, and then our current matchup here, ASU and Michigan, as we look back at what went on with USC. And early on, Marist showed some fight, but then the #1 team in this tournament, the #1 team in the country, got to work. Maud Meggins, Denise Mamalito, Bailey Weber, all with 4 goals apiece. Defense, counterattacking, the name of the game for the women of Troy, and they rolled to victory in this one. Now they will keep a close eye on our next match as they will take on the winner of this Arizona State-Michigan showdown. ASU and Michigan, they have met twice this year. They were supposed to meet 4 times in a row to start off the season. That got postponed as the COVID-19 pandemic has adjusted schedules all across the country. They eventually did meet twice in late February, and it was a 12-10 win for Michigan, followed by a 7-4 win for Arizona State. Of course, these teams have done quite a bit since then, so we'll see how they have developed coming into today here in the tournament. They also have a great history in this tournament, meeting in a thriller back in 2016, Michigan winning that one with just 4 seconds left on a game winner from Allison Skaggs. Here's a look at Michigan in the Whitecaps. They'll go Heidi Rittner in the goal. In the field, Ann Rankin, Erin Newstrom, Emily Rittner, Sophie Pontre, Ava Morant, and Maddie O'Reilly. Head coach Marcelo Leonardi. Across the way for Arizona State, Chelsea Caramazondo in the goal. Blair McDowell, Lutza Petavari, Amira Van Buren, Lara Kish, Bori Kikeshi, and Benta Roja for head coach Todd Clapper. Officials in this one, Joe Pila, Danielle DeBejian. As we see Chelsea Caramazondo, the senior from Zimbabwe, in goal. And her counterpart, Heidi Rittner, a graduate student from Newport Beach, California, made the choice to come back after the canceled 2020 season and what would have been her senior campaign. And she has been rock solid in cage for Michigan since her freshman year in Ann Arbor. So expecting a good one here. Michigan defeated Bucknell 12-5 to win their conference title. Arizona State last time out falling to UCLA 12-7 in the MPSF, and we are underway. The opening sprint is controlled by the Wolverines and Emily Rittner, sister to goalie Heidi. And the Wolverines will start on offense to get things going.
Here in their front court.
Here's Maddie O'Reilly, one of the big pieces of this Michigan team, the senior from Villanova, Pennsylvania. Working inside immediately. Quick turn, and right off the bat, an exclusion. They love to work for Erin Newstrom down at 2 meters, and she does what you might expect, draws the exclusion, sending Roja, one of the top defenders in the country, out. And now we'll see a power play here for Michigan. A little bobble there for Rittner. Now a fight for it and a takeaway. So excellent defense from Arizona State, as Michigan never even gets a shot off there on the power play.
And it's double ball. Still in the first minute.
Second look here as that pass is tipped up and stolen away. Great defense there from Kikeshi. And now we'll see Arizona State on offense for the first time. Sun Devils work it around the perimeter. Here's McDowell. McDowell with 5 on the clock. Puts it inside, backhand, and Heidi Rittner is ready On the attempt from Bente Roja, the senior standout from the Netherlands.
In the half down. Still scoreless.
Just getting started here, opening 90 seconds between Michigan and Arizona State. O'Reilly. Pressured from behind. Petavari. Now they work near side. Rittner. Shot clock to 8. O'Reilly takes a look. Lefty drops it inside. A fight for it. Timer about to expire, and the ball will change possession as Arizona State takes it away on the steal. Good defense to start here for the Sun Devils, led by Todd Clapper in his 16th season leading Arizona State. McDowell now slides in along the 2. They go back inside looking for Van Buren, and O'Reilly comes across. She drops and comes up with the steal. Maddie O'Reilly moves in front, looking for Newstrom again. In at 2 meters, nothing there because it's taken away. And Kish comes up with it. And we'll push back to Karamazondo.
Ready Kiss with the second steal. Alden McDowell into the front court. ASU.
Blair McDowell, the junior from Canada, advancing. Works to Petavari. As usual, a very international roster on this Arizona State team. Petavari from Hungary. Shot clock to 6. Running out of time. Timer expires. They won't get a shot off. Wave off that attempt. And the defense there from Michigan as Kikeshi could not get rid of the ball in time. Under 5 to play. Scoreless so far in this first quarter. Emily Rittner.
Worked around O'Reilly.
Pressure from Arizona State. Trying to push that Michigan attack away. Newstrom, such a force at 2 meters. She's in a battle with Roja and an offensive foul. Taken away. And the Sun Devils now on the move. Good look in front. Goalie out. Trouble here. Rittner comes out aggressive, and the gamble pays off. And now a developing situation on this end. Ahead to O'Reilly. Moving in. Karamazondo back. Riley's there. Maddie O'Reilly able to hit for the first goal of the game on the counter. And Michigan takes the first in this one, 1-0 with 4:13 to play.
Credit Rogers with the steal and the assist.
And that was triggered by Heidi Rittner coming off of her line aggressively. Heidi Rittner coming out and then allowing for a steal and then a push ahead. And Maddie O'Reilly with her 46th goal of the year. Her conference, the CWPA, and she earned Player of the Year honors there. Now 1-0 lead. Both teams getting into their bench after the goal. Went about 4 minutes straight there without much of a stoppage. So fresh bodies in on both sides. And the Fraziers come on.
Side 2 steps back out. Cross pass.
Kikeshi goes lob. That's over the cage and away.
And a fresh ball for the Wolverines. 3:40.
And back into Heidi Rittner. Rittner came into this season having started 122 games, over 860 saves. And now in this final season, Rogers now moving ahead. Utasi.
Back on the outside.
Here's Kathy Rogers. Now working to Kata Utasi. Shot clock to 6. Running out of time here. Cerulli. And she'll dump it aside. That's Lola Cerulli, a freshman who just came in as Michigan looked to go 6 in, 6 out following that last scoring opportunity by O'Reilly.
In the first, Kikasi. Top to center.
Marcelo Leonardi talking about the depth of this Michigan team that really has made a difference this year. It's been one of their focal points to try and build extended depth to go up against the best teams in the country. Libby Alsemgeest wearing the 10 cap. Now Rogers. Under 3 to play, first quarter. Tavani, Sophie Tavani, who also came on recently. Rogers gives a look, changes her positioning. A lot of faking. Shot clock to 6. Tavani with 5. It's Rogers with 2, and they won't get a shot off. It's a suit grab, as that was Alsemgeest tangled up with Roja. Caramizondo now will push ahead. Cassidy. Roja gives a look with a little more than 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Cameron. Shot clock to 10. McDowell takes a look. Dangerous pass in traffic, but it's picked up. The backhand try is deflected, and Rittner able to control as we fall under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. A 1-0 lead for Michigan.
Down to the front.
Offensive foul, a turnover. And the correct call actually never put in play in time. A delay there, officials all over it. And now McDowell surging ahead. Defenders giving chase. She'll come middle, the skip is there. And Benta Roja and the Sun Devils are on the board. We're even at 1 with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Second look here. Roja, quick catch and release. And we talked about Nijmegen for USC in our last game. Benta Roja, an important part of the Netherlands senior national team as well. And she's on the board. She had 3 goals in the win against Michigan earlier this year. The senior who was gone for well over a year, part of that redshirt process last year to try and train and qualify for Tokyo, and then getting it done earlier this year. So they've had to work her back into the mix, but very glad to have her here is ASU. Michigan now back to work. Shot clock to 9. A lot of fakes, and that one is sent high but tipped out by Caramizondo on the attempt by Ava Morant. Second look, you'll see Chelsea Caramizondo just get some fingertips on it with the left. Under a minute to play now, first quarter, even at 1. Maddie O'Reilly has returned. Pressure here from Petavari. Morant gives a look. Out high now. Rankin. Still time, 15 on the shot clock. They'll work it inside. The step out, and Caramizondo bats it away with the left. Second look, close range. And the senior is up to the task. Entry in, dangerous. Rittner out again and forcing that ball under as Amira Van Buren was looking to set up at 2 meters. Heidi Rittner. It was something Leonardi pointed out. She's been aggressive off her line, and now this is part of the new rules recently instituted. Goalies can advance. Rittner will take a look, loads it up, lob try, and that is over the cage and away. And so Heidi Rittner with a shot try to close out a very competitive first quarter that sees Arizona State and Michigan all even at 1 in this quarterfinal matchup. The defense on both sides. And we've seen just 1 goal apiece. Maddie O'Reilly for Michigan. Benta Roja for Arizona State. 2 stars delivering the early offense. We'll take a timeout and return. There's a look at Marcelo Leonardi and the Michigan Wolverines, making their 5th straight NCAA tournament appearance and their 10th overall. 21-4 on the year. Leonardi in his 7th season. Arizona State into the tournament for their 3rd time, first since 2016. And they had some big victories this year. Arizona State defeating Stanford, Cal, and UCLA throughout the regular year, as they went 13-11. So all part of a strong resume that got them into the tournament with an at-large selection. And now looking to advance, knowing that USC awaits in the semifinal round. Ball's in the water, and the second quarter is underway. It'll be Arizona State controlling. And the Sun Devils working in the dark caps, Michigan in the light.
Second quarter action.
McDowell tries to go difficult angle. Right-hander from the right side, almost bounced the one in off the post. It's off the mark. And the ball back to Michigan. Blair McDowell, Todd Clapper asking about, okay, who's somebody who's made that big leap forward as you get a second look at her attempt. And it was McDowell who really surprised him. Offensive foul here against Michigan, the ball will turn over, but he said he certainly felt like McDowell would play this season and be an important part of the team, but didn't think she'd start. He said now he can barely find a break. She comes out maybe 2 minutes a game. Says a lot of what she does goes unnoticed, but she just always knows where the ball should be. Here's McDowell. And we'll see an exclusion. Arizona State will get their first chance on the 6-on-5. Newstrom sent off.
Here's advantage Devils.
First power play for Arizona State. A little bit of a drop pass there. Kikeshi picks it back up, goes to work. Petavari looking to thread the needle, not there. Sides coming even. Another drop pass on that 6-on-5. Now they swing it around on the bounce. They clean it up nice. Lutza Petavari. Sides had come even, but Petavari able to bounce it home just the same for her 42nd goal. And this looked to be a little bit of a problem for Arizona State. They had a couple of drops on their passes on that 6-on-5. Sides are coming even, and it didn't matter. Petavari, who had been looking to figure out a way to navigate through that defense earlier, goes skip shot and in. On the other end, a field block. So solid back-to-back plays there, a goal on one end, the field block on the other. And Kari Mizondo will set things up for the Sun Devils. Arizona State working for Van Buren in the 2 meters, but Michigan ready with help. Moving in and scoring quickly. Larkish able to hit from the outside. The sophomore from Hungary has her first and her 18th on the year. Hungarian water polo players known for their shooting ability. And we're seeing it here early on. Petavari connecting from the outside. Gish part of the Hungarian national team system as well. And it's now Roja pressing Michigan and Pontre into the backcourt. Aggressive defense. Newstrom spins inside, and she'll draw the exclusion. So as far removed as Michigan seemed from where they wanted to be, they get the entry in. Newstrom does what she does so well, draws the exclusion. Sending off Kish, and now the power play. And a chance to get one back. Arizona State in front 3-1. O'Reilly on the bobble. Morant takes a look. Some passes on the water during this 6-on-5 trouble. Can O'Reilly clean it up? They work to Morant. That's field blocked away. Good help in close from McDowell. And now Roja turning and lobbing. Benta Roja, opportunistic, and Arizona State has surged ahead. A 4-1 advantage. Michigan will take a timeout.
Give Heidi Rittner her second assist on that, Roja.
Second look.
Correction, Carmazondo.
Carmazondo
Chelsea Carmazondo on the assist.
out to Roja, who senses that Rittner is off her line and quickly turns and hits on the lob. A beautiful shot for Benta Roja. Her 38th goal on the year. An all MPSF tourney team selection, all MPSF first team. Known for her defense, also brings a lot of offense. And she has helped this Arizona State team surge ahead 4-1. Meanwhile, Michigan at the dry erase board, out trying to work through some things here. And one of the challenges for Michigan, and talking with Coach Leonardi this week, certainly knows the schedule. They've only played about 4 matches in the last month. And in a lot of those matches, they weren't really pushed. Look back at their title match in the CWPA, and no knock on Bucknell, right? But a 12-5 victory, fairly convincing. That was the way most of their results have gone over the last month. So there is that question: how do you maintain those high-pressure moments when the wins are coming a bit easy? And so they find themselves in a hole here, 4-1 in the first half. They'll try and climb out of it. O'Reilly, the skip. Caramazondo just takes that one out, but can't keep it in play. And Maddie O'Reilly will quickly hustle it over to the side to get it live at 2 meters. Great save there by Caramazondo to not allow that one to slide past her, but then got caught up in a wake there, could not hang on. Triple team takes down Newstrom as the ball comes inside, and so they have learned, obviously, playing against Newstrom. This is their 3rd meeting. Watching the film, ready. When those entry passes come in, you saw 3 black caps converge on the center. Here's Frazier, nearing the 4-minute mark in this first half. Kish takes a look. Petavari, timer to 3. Pops it inside, the redirect try is not there, looking to connect with McDowell. Rittner takes control. Can Michigan try to counterattack? Rittner has improved at her passing on the counter, really able to thread the needle. Not needed this time as there'll be an exclusion, and she pushes this one ahead. It'll send McDowell off. Big power play opportunity now for the Wolverines, trailing 4-1. Off the mark. It was Utasi who couldn't put it away.
On the near side is wide right.
And it stays 4-1.
Fresh possession for ASU, teams at even strength.
Sun Devils now back on the attack.
Kiss.
Here's Kish.
Picked up.
Just an ordinary. And they're dropping. Michigan daring Petavari to shoot from that angle as she gets live back. Now defenders reapproach. Under 3 to play. Kish on the bounce. Rittner gets a piece of it. That'll come back in at 2 meters.
Under 3 to play before half. Corner throw for
Closing
ASU.
in on halftime here in Westwood. It's a 4-1 lead for Arizona State.
Steps up, gives it back to Kish. Plenty of open water. She's
Kish
deep.
taking a look. No rush here from the Sun Devils. Petavari working inside, trying to thread the needle. The turn, and Rittner's ready. They were able to spot Alba Olive Marti, but she was turned back. As you see a second look, was able to gather that ball and get a shot away, but Rittner ready. But then a turnover, and Arizona State will have it right back. Petavari now moving in. A few fakes and Rittner another. Some big-time stops here from Heidi Rittner, keeping this from getting a little bit further apart. At 4-1 now for ASU. Second look with the left.
Outlet to the hand of Utasi.
Kata Utasi. Under 2 minutes to play, first half. Pontre, a senior from Western Australia. Inside, Utasi has position but can't make a go of it. Pressured from behind. Good help from Kish alongside Kikeshi. So right now this ASU defense having answers every time Michigan tries to get one back. Kikeshi working inside, and the quick regather just off the mark as Rittner again came off of her line. That was dangerous. That was an opportunity there in close. Olive Marti would have an opportunity inside, and then it's tipped out. Wise defensive move by Rittner as she was in trouble and the goal was left wide open. Now back to Petavari. Extended offense here for Arizona State. Just an ordinary. A little bobble. Kikeshi able to hang on. And now Kish. Shot clock under 10. Lob attempt off the post on that try from Frazier. And Heidi Rittner will gather with under 45 seconds to play in this first half.
12-second difference between game shot clocks, rounding out those first half of play.
They go back inside, not enough on that pass. Newstrom was inside awaiting the entry. But Kikeshi comes over to take that one away. And now Todd Clapper in Arizona State will call for time with 28 seconds left. And a 4-1 lead here in the first half.
Here's the first.
Let's take a second look here. This lob try. Past Rittner, but off the post. She had the cage mapped out well. Excellent start here for Arizona State, especially on the defensive end. Holding Michigan to just 1 goal right now. Todd Clapper talked about the year off, essentially, after last year's season was stopped, and then a lot of time away from the pool. Gave a chance for people to heal up. Anyone that had any little nagging injuries, things they wanted to recover from, felt like they were able to come back for this season and be in a good spot to fill the role needed on this team. So last year was injury-ridden, so it was nice to get people back to where they want it to be. We talked about it in our first game too. Both of these teams, their staffs, and just about every team we talked to in this tournament talked about the sacrifices that their teams made to make sure they could have their seasons. Keep in mind these programs undergoing regular COVID testing, and so keeping their team bubbles small, and maybe they're not seeing all the friends and other people that they would want to see regularly, so that everyone's going to be able to stay healthy and get through all of their testing requirements and be able to stay eligible for their games. And it's something just about every team had to do. It's gotten them all here to the NCAA tournament. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds left now as we resume out of the timeout called by Arizona State. Little lob inside for Van Buren, and she punches it in. Beautifully done by Arizona State coming out of the timeout. And Amira Van Buren is on the board, the senior from Murrieta, California. And this pass is just lobbed inside, a short pass. Right at the lefty, Abby Begg, the freshman who came on. She just camped out alongside that 2-meter line, waiting for something to open up for Amira Van Buren. Gave a couple of fakes, and when the opportunity found itself, Van Buren did the rest. It's a 5-1 lead for ASU. Shot clock is off. Just 13 seconds left in this first half. Again, Rittner will come up, trying to ignite the offense. 3 seconds left. Will they get a shot off? With 1 second left and nothing there in front, they were trying to free Awesome Geest in close, but the ASU defense is there. And we come to the end of the first half. Arizona State doing the job in this quarterfinal. Benta Roja with 2 important goals. Chelsea Karamazondo and the Sun Devil defense allowing just 1 goal from the Michigan Wolverines, and what is the 3rd meeting between these two teams this year. We will take a timeout. We'll return in the 3rd quarter coming up from UCLA. We're back after this. And welcome back. Still good spirits on the Michigan bench here, despite the 5-1 deficit. Greg Meskel here with you from UCLA. Thanks for joining us on NCAA.com. Quarterfinal action of the 2021 NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship, and we're about set to start the 3rd quarter as we look back at a couple of highlights from the first half. Arizona State got off to a great start both offensively and defensively. One of their key pieces, Benta Roja, with 2 goals. They also got tallies from Lara Kish, Amir Van Buren, and Litsa Petavari. Michigan, credit to Heidi Rittner, the graduate student goalkeeper. Even though they are trailing 5-1, her efforts kept it from getting any further away. Power plays, they've been a struggle for both sides, although not too many opportunities. And you can see, look at some of the other numbers here. Arizona State spreading things around. That assist number can't be right? There's not 18 assists on 5 goals, right? So ASU will get us started. Start this 3rd quarter off. Here's McDowell moving in. And now looking for Van Buren again, but Michigan offering help on a double. They let McDowell take the shot if she wants it, and she takes it and hits. Cross cage skip is in for Blair McDowell. A difficult release angle, and the junior from Saskatchewan, Canada, has her 26th goal on the year, making a 6-1 lead for Arizona State. keeps sliding to her left, adjusts that arm angle, and then right-hander, right side, cross cage off the post. Nicely done for Blair McDowell. So Michigan in some serious trouble here in the third. O'Reilly tries to come right back, field block. Sun Devils get up high to knock that one away. That's Roja on the defensive effort, as we'll see here. On the other end, that one is sailing wide. In transition, an exclusion. Amira Van Buren will go off. And Michigan will call for time. As Arizona State will be down a player, and Michigan will be looking at their their fourth power play opportunity. They're 0 for 3 thus far. If you're trailing, a great opportunity to try and generate some quick offense. Here's O'Reilly coming out of the timeout. Just a quick one to get things set up. Morant moving in. O'Reilly and now working it around. O'Reilly lets fly, and that's tipped out just as sides were about to come even. Tipped away by Caramazondo. So power play is over, but Michigan does retain possession. Rankin tosses that one out into open water. Michigan now trying to work on some movement here in front of the cage. Morant works inside. Quick turn and score. A must-have for the Wolverines. Libby Alsemgeest. First goal of the day for the freshman from New Zealand, her 32nd on the year. Alsemgeest, another center, so it's been a 1-2 punch there, 2 meters this year for Michigan between Newstrom and Alsemgeest. And here's Libby working inside. Quick turn and score. That stops the bleeding here for the moment. Getting one back for Michigan. They now trail 6-2. We'll see if the Wolverines can build off of that.
Minute mark of the third. ASU in their front court.
Roja gives a look.
In the corner.
Now works to McDowell. McDowell moving in. Scored from that previous angle. Shot clock to 5. Entry in ordinary. Still time, but they'll have to hurry. And didn't have anywhere to go with it. A delay on the restart. Olivier Marti was looking for someone to give it to for a quick shot, and everyone was with her right there inside of 5 and 6 meters, nowhere to go with it. On the other end now, Michigan looking for 2 in a row perhaps. Morant steps in. Let's go. That's off the corner. Tries to go high away from Caramazondo, and that one bounces off the frame of the cage. Sun Devils take control. Bori Kikeshi, the junior from Hungary. Working to Kish. Thought about a dish for Kikeshi on a drive, far post, decided against it. And now inside the 2 is the call. So Kikeshi, the guilty party there, as she's inside the 2 without the ball. And a turnover for the Sun Devils. Michigan on the attack. Sophie Tavani, good look inside, moving towards the cage, and nothing there. Alsemgeest was surging towards the goal. Had the ball, then lost control, and Caramazondo and the Sun Devils take it back. Under 4.5 to go, third quarter.
Into the corner, Kiss.
Kish moving in. Again able to hit That's the second for Lara Kish, and it's the second time recently that as Arizona State has been able to connect on this right side with a right-hander here. A little bit of a look away. Catches everyone sleeping on that second look. So Michigan so focused, understandably so, on a potential entry pass coming inside. Second defender drops back, dares the right-hander, understandably so in that situation, to shoot the ball. It's not the easiest place to put it away for a righty, but they make it happen, and now it's a 7-2 lead. Just about halfway through this third quarter.
Riley. Center.
Entry in, backhand. Awesome Geist has her second. So showing us the arsenal here in at 2 meters. Awesome Geist turned and went towards the cage previously and now rips the backhand past Karamizondo. Now 33 goals on the year, this freshman debut season for Awesome Geist from Hamilton, New Zealand. She has played with the New Zealand senior national team, and wave off that goal. It's going to be an exclusion. I'm sure the Sun Devils would have preferred the Frazier tally to count. It won't, and instead we'll have a power play. Just the third 6-on-5 for ASU in this one. Adds to the impressive nature of their lead at this moment. Petavari, a drop there from Cameron. Looking down near side. Roja on the skip. Rittner's there for the save. And sides come even. And so ASU is 0 for 3 on the advantage. Michigan 0 for 4. Morant takes a look. Gets it back to O'Reilly. Lefty tries to thread it inside. Beautiful turn. But they'll call ball under. So that was Awesome Geist looking for perhaps her third, but on the turn inside, she was looking for a call. Instead, the defense pounced, pushing that one under for a ball under and a turnover.
Chops it off for Frazier. Feeds it to McDowell.
Now it's back to McDowell. Good look, Van Buren. Sliding inside, she beat Pontre to the far post, and Amira Van Buren has her second, and Arizona State adds another 8-3. This is well done. Defense late getting back. Amira Van Buren creates separation. It's going to be hard for any defense to stop that when that sort of inside water is achieved. Amira Van Buren. Todd Clapper marveled at her development over time. Has gotten better as a swimmer, faster in the water, and then he said she's taking more responsibility for her role. She's played a regular role since her freshman season, but could kind of float in and out of games early on, but these last couple of years realizes the importance of what she brings to this team and really focusing on the responsibility that she has as a leader on this ASU squad. And now 2 big goals in this quarterfinal, looking to advance to take on USC. Exclusion, O'Reilly. And Todd Clapper will take a timeout.
ASU.
Arizona State about to go up on the 6-on-5, leading 8-3. 1:45 to play in the third. This was one of the games today in this quarterfinal round many had circled as one that would be competitive, perhaps a 1-goal game down to the finish. That 4-5, and you're looking at the seeding. Arizona State, the 4 seed, that's usually a pretty close game, but credit Arizona State as we get a good look at their huddle here. And what Todd Clapper is drawing up on the dry erase board, they have really held the advantage here can't see exactly what play he's putting together, but if you've seen what Arizona State has been able to do lately offensively, Michigan really, in moments, daring them to shoot. They are very concerned about entry passes into 2 meters, very quick to try and double the post-up opportunity. And so what's resulted is a couple of shots on the right side for right-handers, going cross-cage, going near side. Saw a beautiful drive previously from Amir Van Buren, breaking things up there. So we'll see what he goes with here coming out of the timeout with 1:45 to play in the third quarter. Out of the timeout, here's Roja. Works to Kish. Across the way, Van Buren looks to slide inside, back to Kish now. Swing it across. Petsavari. Sides coming even, power play is ending. Cross cage, not quite, as Rittner takes down the Abby Begg attempt. So both sides now 0 for 4 on the 6-on-5. And now where does Michigan go for a spark here? Just 9 minutes remaining, 1:05 in this third. We've got a fourth quarter to go. Under a minute to play here in the third. Morant goes inside, the turn and the field block, good help. Kish helping out, Carrie Mazzondo. And now Roja on the move. Working past Tavani. 35 seconds left here, third quarter. Kikeshi, wow, from the outside. Bori Kikeshi, the junior from Hungary, sends one in from deep, her first in this one. And a 9-3 lead for Arizona State with 27 seconds left. Well, there's a wide open corner. Credit Amira Van Buren. She creates a bit of a screen as well in front of Rittner in her post-up attempt. And that opens a lane for Bori Kikeshi to shoot. And it's interesting, those types of scenarios Clapper talked about earlier this week. Kikeshi at moments struggled to find the right moment. When should she shoot? She's a good shooter. When should she let it go? She did there and hits. Carrie Mazzondo on the other end. Big stop for the senior, and now she'll swim away from danger. Being pursued by Sophie Tavani. Now 5 seconds left, shot clock is off, and Carrie Mazzondo will get the ball live, and time will expire in this third quarter, and Arizona State building on their advantage, ahead 9-3. The latest, an outside connect from Bori Kikeshi. And Michigan finds themselves in some serious trouble here with the fourth quarter. A look at the Arizona State squad headed to the fourth quarter. Some milestones today for this ASU team. Amira Van Buren, 2 goals. She now has 100 in her ASU career. Congrats to the senior from Murrieta, California. And then Benta Roja, she has 2 goals. She's now over 150 in her decorated career for the Arizona State Sun Devils. So an excellent effort thus far for ASU. 2 key seniors reaching career milestones, and Arizona State now 8 minutes away from advancing to meet USC in tomorrow's semifinal round. And it looks like we've got a change here in goal. Looks like Michigan is going to go to Sophie Jackson in cage, the junior from England. And Jackson, the heir apparent here in goal. And we'll get an opportunity here in the NCAA tournament. Played 4 games last year, redshirted in 2019. That was one of the things Michigan knew coming into this year, and Marcelo Leonardi said, look, it's fantastic. We are lucky that Heidi Rittner decided to come back, but that does affect the development of people like Sophie Jackson, of Alex Brown, 2 emerging goalkeepers for this Michigan team, and credit to the whole squad being team players and up for all of it. Kari Mizondo able to snare that attempt from Morant. And talking about goalkeepers, Chelsea Caramizondo, Itziana Baca, they had split time in goal early in the year. And then Caramizondo became the starting goalkeeper. She just took an opportunity. In February, there was a minor injury to Baca that opened the door for Caramizondo. They made the change. Caramizondo getting a chance now to be the starter for this Arizona State team. Exclusion here against Michigan. Power play now for the Sun Devils. The one thing they haven't done well, and still not there, they haven't converted on the 6-on-5, now 0 for 5 after Kikeshi sails it high. That's another impressive number, 9 natural goals. Who does that anymore? 9-3, they lead Michigan. Pontre takes a look. Phil Block is there. Good help from Benta Roja. A little motion here for ASU. Works inside with Pontre coming over to knock that one away. And now 2 minutes gone by, ASU maintains this 9-3 advantage. Ball under. Good defense from the Sun Devils. Petavari pushing that one under on O'Reilly. And Kari Mizondo will look ahead.
Short pass to Kiss. Ordinary, call number 1. Drops off.
Here's McDowell.
Kiss.
Entry in, a little hook shot there, and the save for Sophie Jackson. And the bench erupts. Love to see that stop from Sophie Jackson. And we'll get a timeout called by Michigan with 5:18 to play. Arizona State leading Michigan 9-3. Barring a substantial comeback here, looks as if things aren't going to go the way of the Wolverines, but we do know that their future is bright. You talk about next year, they're going to have some key pieces returning. Sophie Pontre, Maddie O'Reilly, they're both seniors, but they're going to take advantage of that COVID year, and they're going to come back next season. And so that's a big add. Then they'll also get Maddie Steer, the Australian, back. She's away on national team business this season. So while they will lose some key players, of course, Heidi Rittner in goal, you're seeing Sophie Jackson here, the replacement going forward, along with Alex Brown. some key pieces coming back for Michigan as they'll try and get back to the tournament, can bet for a 6th straight time. And we've also got to give a shout out. This is an exciting year for the Michigan Wolverines away from water polo. See their coaching staff here right now, Marcelo Leonardi and then Josh Howard on their bench. They're missing one of their coaches here that is typically with the team. Got to give a hello. You know she's watching Sydney Sonoda. She welcomed twins Kane and Cruz. Congrats to Sydney and family. We know that she's watching now and watching the Wolverines compete. Coach Marcelo Leonardi, he stepped away as his family welcomed son Sebastian earlier this year as well. So there was a time where Josh Howard was running the whole show. He was taking on the squad for a couple of weeks as the acting head coach. So certainly a fun family environment there for Michigan. This match certainly not going the way they would have liked, but some bright spots certainly in Ann Arbor this year. Under 5 to play. Here's Frazier. That'll be an exclusion.
Exclusion 13 White.
So Ava Morant will go off. ASU on their 6th power play.
Yes.
Here's Frazier.
Frazier. Cross the 1 spot.
They work the ball around the perimeter. Gish takes a look. Roja, nothing there. Lots of patience. Sides coming even, and Jackson is there for the stop. On the redirect in close. A couple of nice stops here for Sophie Jackson early on. Big redirect. Jackson ready for it. Under 4 to play, 4th quarter. There's Emily Byrne. Utasi, now O'Reilly. On the skip, Maddie O'Reilly. She scored early on. She's back in the scoring column now for Michigan. With 3:44 to play, it makes it 9-4. Looks like it's coming just a little bit too late here. Beautiful skip shot there. Bounces up over the keeper. Arizona State in no rush with the 9-4 advantage. Coming up next, we'll have the defending champions, Stanford. They'll take on Fresno State. That's coming up around 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on NCAA.com.
Back to Kiss. Flat on the 1-2. Back to the 4-5 and Kiss.
Kish moving in. Looking for Van Buren. The step out off the post. Jackson got a piece of it and then able to hang on. Close call as that almost went ricochet post keeper cage, but Jackson able to gather it up, but then quickly Blair McDowell sees that pass coming the whole way and is able to get on top for a ball under. And now a developing counterattack. Here's Kish moving in, has the advantage and just lost the grip. Sailed it high. And frustration.
Under 3 to play.
Now under the 3-minute mark here in this 4th quarter. Lifetime substitution there as Van Buren checks out. Byrne on the skip. Gets another back for Michigan. Emily Byrne, the graduate transfer from UC Davis, is on the board in this one. Her 7th goal of the season. Takes a quick look, finds herself absolutely wide open, and puts it away on the bounce. Byrne played an important role for Jamie Wright and the Aggies up at Davis. 59 goals, drew 168 exclusions in 3 seasons in Davis. And graduated, got a chance to head to Michigan for grad school and also join the water polo team. It's the grad transfer that has become so common, especially in college basketball. See it in college volleyball as well very often, and of course becoming a thing now in water polo as well.
Roja.
2:20 left, fourth quarter.
Try back to Roja.
Benta Roja. Again, a patient approach here from the Sun Devils. The field block is there. Utasi. Well, we get one more goal here from Michigan, and things are going to get a little interesting. But they've got to be very economical with the time remaining. And things like that will not help. But Caramazondo cannot hang on to it. Bats it out of play. And so the ball will come back to Michigan. 1:47 left.
The Wolverines front court with a fresh shot clock.
Michigan will get it live. Here's Byrne.
Byrne gets it on Rankin.
Here's Rankin. O'Reilly on the skip. Caramazondo is there for a big stop. And that should put a halt to any thoughts of a miracle comeback here for the Wolverines. Caramazondo tracking that one the whole way. McDowell. Long cross pass. Kikeshi. Here's Abby Begg, a left-hander. She goes skip, and Sophie Jackson there on the stop. On the way down, an exclusion, and Michigan will call for time.
Exclusion on 11 dart. Abby Begg.
And the Wolverines are going to get their fifth power play as Abby Begg is excluded for ASU. Great. Look back at some recent action here. Seeing what Sophie Jackson has done since she's come on to replace Heidi Rittner. Nice work from the junior from England. Who's in that Team GB, the Great Britain pipeline there. It was kind of launched at the 2012 Olympic Games in London with Great Britain as host. Unfortunately, those water polo programs in the UK haven't been able to develop as much as they've liked due to funding issues, but I've seen a couple of players that were inspired by those teams in England, especially this Michigan team. Sophie Jackson, Kathy Rogers, to name a few. Makes you wonder what athletes we'll see emerge from France in the years to come, with Paris playing host in 2024. On the advantage, under a minute to play. A close steal, but Michigan will maintain. Pontre. Redirect, that's on the outside of the goal on the O'Reilly try. And the latest 6-on-5 for Michigan to no avail. 0 for 5. Todd Clapper lets Caramazondo know that you can take time off the clock, spread this thing out.
And the signal from Clapper.
32 seconds left on the game clock, about 18 on the shot clock. Just 10 seconds left now for Arizona State. And they'll take as much time as they can off of their shot clock before dumping this one away. And that's what will happen with 1 second left. And so now the shot clock is off. Just the final 12 seconds here for Michigan. Here's Rogers. Inside, O'Reilly. Caramazondo controls it, and fitting that she hangs on at the end because this was a stellar defensive effort from Arizona State as they move on with a 9-5 win over Michigan. The Sun Devils improved to 14-11 on the year. Michigan, their season ends here as they fall to 21-5. And an impressive effort from this ASU team as these two squads played close matches early on in the year. But Arizona State, they built a saw the lead early on and had an answer for Michigan at seemingly every turn. 6-on-5 numbers, well, you can throw them out because neither side could connect on the power play. Michigan 0 for 5, ASU 0 for 6, so it was all natural goals in this one, which you don't see very often by itself. But then credit Arizona State for doing the job within that, as they had very balanced scoring as they advanced. They'll meet USC in our first semifinal tomorrow. You can see what the rest of the bracket looks like with Stanford, Fresno State coming up next, and then UCLA, Hawaii to follow. Final look at some of the big moments in this one. As Arizona State, they're powered by Amira Van Buren, Lara Kish, and Benta Roja with 2 goals each. Chelsea Carimozondo, 8 big saves and added an assist for Michigan. Libby Alsamgeest and Maddie O'Reilly, 2 goals each in this one, but it's all ASU. They're moving on.
NCAA action under the pines here at Sunset.